Welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Tom Gieseking. I have the honor of leading Enterprise Fleet Management's Operations Division, where our mission is to ensure that all of our clients are supported, from vehicle selection and ordering process, all the way through resale, plus everything in between, such as accident management, license and title, and of course, vehicle maintenance. Our team of more than 900 employees is staffed with experts dedicated to our clients' success. It's no secret that Enterprise has one of the largest fleets of vehicles in North America. But what some may not know is how we support such a large fleet behind the scenes. We can scale our unique model to assist any size business, small to large, in the most efficient way possible. One of the largest expenses, and let's be honest, biggest headaches of operating a fleet is maintaining vehicles. Today, we're going to introduce you to our maintenance program, which is truly one of a kind. We have an amazing team of ASE certified technicians and roadside professionals who support service issues of any kind for all vehicle types and sizes. So let's get started and meet our team of experts. I would like to introduce you to Dawn Schremp, Director of the National Service Department.
Thank you, Tom. Hi, everyone. I'm Dawn. I've worked for Enterprise for 36 years. For the past 3.5, I've managed the National Service Department, which we refer to as NSD. Prior to leading NSD, I spent most of my career as a sales executive and a sales manager. In my role today, I'm able to bring the client perspective to our department and our team to ensure we're constantly providing value and excellent customer service. To give you a sense of the value we add for clients, we'll review what's involved in fleet maintenance program and how we work with clients and drivers. Along the way, we'll introduce you to our team and our state-of-the-art facilities. But we'd also like to hear from you. Let's start with a quick poll, and we would appreciate your participation. How much do you spend on vehicle maintenance per vehicle each year? Thank you for taking the poll. Maintenance is hard to track unless you have the infrastructure and software to provide reporting, but it's imperative to know what you're spending, and even better, to know what you should spend to operate your fleet at the lowest cost possible. You probably already know that maintenance expenses make up roughly 30% or more of your fleet's cost. Between unscheduled repairs, scheduled services, and driver downtime, 1/3 of your fleet and your fleet manager's time is dedicated to the maintenance of your fleet. Multiply it by the total number of vehicles in your fleet, it's a significant investment. When organizations partner with Enterprise Fleet Management, our team can facilitate the maintenance, whether leased through us or not. More than anything, by having all your vehicles on one program, you get the visibility into the overall health of the fleet to ensure that your fleet is maintaining the lowest total cost of ownership. Well, what makes us different? We're flexible. We have multiple maintenance options depending on your fleet's needs. We offer a full maintenance program, which is a fixed monthly rate based on vehicle type and mileage patterns, which is good for companies that are on a fixed budget, perhaps a construction company or a government entity. They prefer a hands-off approach to fleet management, and they're very sensitive to downtime. Or you can choose our maintenance management program to manage fleet expenses as they are incurred. This provides a consolidated monthly statement, which help companies that are working towards transitioning out of an aging fleet, or they're looking for consolidated billing and enhanced data collection. One of the great benefits with Enterprise is you can have some vehicles on full maintenance and you can have others on our maintenance management program. Our programs are customizable depending on your needs. Our goal is to take as much off your plate as we can so that you can focus on your business and your customers instead of fleet repairs. To better understand how our program benefits clients, I'd like to introduce you to Natalie, one of our NSD managers, who will explain more.
Hi everyone, I'm Natalie Gittemeyer, and I'm an account manager for our National Service Department. I support clients in the North Central region, acting as a representative for my department and an advocate for our clients when it comes to operating and maintaining their fleet. As Dawn mentioned, the first thing that makes our program unique is the flexibility that it offers. The second thing that makes us different is our people. We're the only fleet management company with 155 ASE certified technicians. In total, they hold 1,720 certificates. We also have 59 master auto technicians on our team, plus 10 world-class technicians. And we are proud to have earned the ASE Blue Seal certification for 24 years running. Sounds impressive, but what really matters is what that means for you. This is a full team of experienced technicians speaking to service providers on your behalf. Every time one of your vehicles goes into the shop, our technicians validate the services and purchases. Every day, our technicians interact with shops and vendors to negotiate pricing and approve all the work, making sure you're getting the right repair at the right price. To give you a better idea of how it works, here's an actual call of one of our technicians. This is just one example of the thousands of calls we handle daily.
Enterprise Fleet, this is Andrew.
Andrew, it's Steven. I need to make a modification to a approval I got earlier from Pat.
All right, what do we need to adjust on this?
The wiper transmission assembly was not required. The motor turned out okay. We just needed to do the transmission. So I need to reduce the cost of the part.
All right, how much for the part?
$248.58.
And that was the wiper trans that we replaced?
Right. Which the labor operation was the same, but the part was less, so I figured let's get all our T's crossed and our I's dotted here.
Sounds good. So with my T's crossed and I's dotted, I got $486.08.
Is that parts and labor?
That would be correct.
Okay, $486.08. And then $24.86 in tax.
$24.86 in tax?
Yes.
So a PO total of $510.94.
Okay.
And just out of curiosity, that's not covered under the 5-year 100?
No, it is not. That's a powertrain extension.
Double check that if you don't mind. We were always under the impression that it's a 5-year 100 bumper to bumper.
Really?
Yes.
All right.
Can you run it through real quick while I got you on the line just to make sure?
Yes, sir. There is no 100,000 mile extension on this car. Oh, wait a minute. Basic coverage. What the? I just learned something from you today. Because I'm expecting that to pop up on the screen automatically, but I had to go dig it out, and it's got basic coverage for 100,000 miles.
Yep.
No crap. All right, then I will run this through Nissan.
All right, so we'll make that a zero PO. I'm just going to go ahead and zero it.
Right.
If for any reason you have any problems with it, give us a
call.
call. We'll see what we can do. But I think in this case it would be best for both parties if we ran that through Nissan.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Gotcha, sir.
No problem. You have yourself a great day.
You too.
Bye.
That's awesome, right? It's like having a full-time technician on staff. The approval or non-approval of one major repair could pay for the entire program. When you have a full-time enterprise technician on your team, you have an experienced resource to help you determine which vehicle is under warranty and when, to notify you when a vehicle needs service, such as an oil change, new tires, or brakes, to find the best place to take that vehicle for service, to know whether or not it makes sense to hire a mechanic, to help you when a vehicle is broken down on the side of the road, and to know what to do when a vehicle is in another state and your driver needs help. Our technicians are there for you and are focused on 4 main pillars. Number 1, safety. which is our top priority in each decision and recommendation that we make. Number 2, savings. Expert ASE technicians will make sure that each recommended service is truly necessary and prevent any services that are unnecessary. Number 3, convenience. We are available when and where your drivers need us. Number 4, reporting and technology to provide you with full visibility into all of your vehicle expenses. Let's hear from you. Which one of these pillars would provide the greatest value to you and your company? Thank you. We'll always consider safety as the most important, but they're all important. I'm joined today by one of my fellow managers, Tyler. Hi, Tyler. Tyler's going to provide some details about our first 2 pillars, safety and savings.
Thanks, Natalie. Hi, everyone. I'm Tyler Rook. I'm the NSD account manager for the Northeast region. I work with our clients and local enterprise teams to help with any maintenance needs and strive to ensure your complete satisfaction. There are a number of ways to ensure driver safety, like when your drivers have issues with the vehicles they're operating. Our roadside team will ensure your drivers get help they need as soon as possible. We partner with third-party vendors Swoop and Urgently to provide 24/7 roadside assistance. Proper maintenance is also a major factor for our safety pillar. For example, when it is time to replace tires, our technicians ensure the proper size and load range. ASE certified technicians oversee safety systems and repairs involving state safety inspections, steering and suspension, lighting, and more. Our vendors perform visual inspections regularly and report their findings to our technicians. Our system captures both tire and brake measurements for tracking, all ensuring your driver's safety. Next, let's talk savings. Let's take a look at a typical dealership service model. It's not bad or dishonest, it's just showing unnecessary work. We see typical maintenance services that are needed on a vehicle. Some of these are recommended by a shop, but not necessarily needed to follow your warranty from the manufacturer. Induction carbon cleaning, transmission service, power steering fluid, brake fluid exchange, and coolant flushes. They are all needed for your vehicle, but not necessarily at those same intervals that a dealer will recommend. Our goal is to follow manufacturer recommended intervals to ensure your vehicle's warranty stays in good standing. We track and notify clients of each following services to ensure your drivers are safe, and so you get the best resale value at the end of term. The majority of savings we deliver is through negotiations with our service providers. We can ensure that you are getting the right work at the right time, at the right price, and that your driver will be back on the road as soon as possible. We have access to parts pricing and labor times to properly negotiate all services and products with our vendors. When we receive a work order for one of our clients, we'll work with the service provider to ensure we find savings opportunities in all of the following categories. Not required work is what we discussed on the previous slide, avoiding the upsell by knowing the difference between what's recommended by a vendor versus required by the manufacturer. Technical advice, whether we're catching overlapping labor, replace the water pump, should include replacing the fan belt. Sometimes we find vendors charging twice. Suggesting an alternate repair or simply recommending a second opinion will help your bottom line. Warranty is knowing the vehicle and component coverage, which can be quite a task with some vehicles having 10+ warranties. And goodwill. Due to our buying power and relationships with major manufacturers, we can file for assistance on items that are just outside or past warranty. Goodwill is what we collect beyond warranty coverage on your behalf. By working closely with our clients and the service providers to determine these saving opportunities, we're able to save our clients approximately $40 million per year. Lastly, Danny is going to walk us through the final 2 pillars of convenience and technology.
Thanks, Tyler. I'm Danny Smith, and I work as an NSD account manager for our South Central region. I also manage a team of our ASE certified technicians, and my goal is to deliver an exceptional customer experience for every customer, every time. And we do that by ensuring that we're performing the right repair at the right time for the right price on all of our clients' fleet vehicles. Let's talk a little bit about convenience. I personally feel like our program is unlike any other fleet management company. Enterprise makes it a priority to be as easy for the drivers as possible. We know that the simpler our program is for drivers, the more they'll utilize it, and the better the experience will be for you and your company. One of the biggest things that makes our maintenance program convenient is our vast network of maintenance partners. Our expansive network gives your drivers options for where to go to get the best service. This network consists of over 100,000 maintenance partners, and of those, about 40,000 are what we call preferred partners. Preferred partners are the partners who we work with on a regular basis. They know our processes, they know our expectations, and they want your business. We want you to work with our preferred network because we trust them to deliver the best experience. They also streamline the process by submitting repairs to us electronically. I'll touch on that more in a moment. While we do have preferred partners, we do not charge out-of-network fees. We simply recommend preferred partners to help deliver the best experience and reporting capabilities. We also offer an online vendor locator so drivers can find our preferred service locations anywhere in the country at any time. Some of our preferred partners include national account partners like Firestone, Jiffy Lube, Pep Boys, and Valvoline, as well as many Ford, Chrysler, and GM dealers, plus a number of fleet-friendly independent vendors as well. This topic of convenience is a great transition into our fourth pillar of technology and reporting. Technology makes it convenient for you and your drivers to find information that you need right at your fingertips. Information is power when it comes to managing a fleet. Our operational and reporting technology gives you access to the data that you need to manage and make important decisions about all of your vehicles. All enterprise fleet management clients have access to our suite of technology tools. Auto-Integrate is our repair order management software. It allows vendors to submit repairs to us for electronic approval. Auto-Integrate offers a number of benefits for drivers and shops. First, shops don't need to wait on the phone for approvals. This gets drivers on the road faster. This system helps the NSD team approve more repairs quickly. Plus, you can customize exactly how you want us to manage repairs across your fleet. Auto-Integrate provides enhanced reporting capabilities, so you have real-time visibility into what's going on with your vehicles. Last but not least, all enterprise fleet management clients have access to our proprietary web-based portal, which helps fleet managers to track, monitor, manage, and report on all of your maintenance expenses. The portal also offers automated mileage reporting to help your local account team determine the best fleet plan for all of your vehicles. And finally, our mobile app gives drivers access to important maintenance alerts and helps them find service vendors in real time. All of this technology is working together to help you, your dedicated local account team, and NSD to ensure that we're taking the very best care of all of your vehicles and all of your drivers. As Dawn mentioned in the beginning, we're here to scale our services to your business so that you can focus on your core business and not the maintenance of your vehicles. Dawn, before we wrap it up with questions, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
Thanks, Danny. I want to reiterate, by helping you keep your vehicles in good working order with preventative maintenance and compliance management, we'll help you maximize your resale value when it's time to sell. Plus, a maintenance program helps you ensure vehicle mileage is updated regularly. Having accurate mileage is one of the most important elements to tracking the timing of routine maintenance as well as unscheduled maintenance. By analyzing your specific maintenance data, we can help map out each individual vehicle's life cycle. We'll reference transaction history, future values, and anticipated maintenance to help predict the best time to get the best resale value from the vehicle. We really want to thank you for joining us today. We hope we provided some value and answered some questions about fleet maintenance and the positive impact it can have on your operations. Before we get to our live Q&A, I would like to ask one more poll question. Are there any other topics you would like to learn about? Thank you for your participation. Depending on the responses, we may have more webinars in the near future. Now, we'll spend 10 to 15 minutes live for Q&A to make sure we answer any questions you may have about fleet maintenance.
This is Tom Gieseking again. First of all, Dawn, Natalie, Tyler, Danny, thank you so much for your presentations on the 4 pillars of maintenance. I thought that was great. And as Dawn mentioned, we do have some time for questions. So if you have any questions regarding our maintenance program, please use the Q&A feature at the bottom of your screen. I'm sure many of you by now are familiar certainly with Zoom. And it looks like we do have some coming in, which is great. So let's see. Tyler, I believe this question's for you. Earlier you talked about how we save our clients money. So can you maybe elaborate a little bit more on how we save our clients money? And in particular, I know a goodwill question came up. So how does that work? Is that just through dealerships only? And how do our clients get that money back?
Yeah, those are good questions. Saving money is, one of our top goals here, right, for our clients. And we do it a couple of different ways. The first one is we have pre-negotiating pricing with many of our preferred vendors that Danny was talking about in the video. So we have set national account pricing that's across the nation that's going to be the same no matter where you are in the country, which is great. Then we're doing case-by-case negotiations, right? We're using our tools that we have at our disposal to negotiate labor and parts to make sure that they're up to industry standards and we're not overpaying. We're also, if you think about downtime as a savings, right? Because we're trying to deliver downtime prevention as much as possible also. So we're thinking about how quickly we're making decisions, how quickly we're getting back to shops to give them authorizations on things to prevent downtime and save money that way. As far as the goodwill, that's a great point. I kind of had to breeze through it on the video, but goodwill is essentially what I'm saying is after warranty has expired, let's say a great example is you go in for a transmission, a major repair, you're 2,000 miles outside of warranty, you come to a dealership and the dealership says, sorry, this is outside of warranty, you're going to have to pay for this repair. Because of our relationship with the manufacturers, our buying power, we are able to approach them after the fact. We'll pay for the repairs up front, and we can say, hey, we've maintained this vehicle up to your standards. We have repair history. We've done the transmission service that we're supposed to be done. What can we do for this client? This is a good client. And then they will, usually the turnaround time is 60 to 90 days. We'll get a response back and we'll get a percentage back, or we'll get the full repair back, depending on how far outside of warranty we are. And we do those for major repairs. We do those for powertrain components. And we do those for the little things too. All types and sizes, steering, suspension, anything that comes outside of warranty, we will approach our manufacturer partners and see what we can do for our clients, and then pass those savings back on to them.
Okay, great. So you did mention right repairs, right time, right cost, and I know that's kind of our secret sauce, right? And as a result of that, we've been able to, for the last few years, to be able to save our clients annually over $40 million, which is significant. So, we talked about that right time. Natalie, maybe switching to you, as we talk about that vehicle maintenance costs are equally as important in controlling costs as driver downtime. And we have a lot of different industries that are really mission critical in terms of sensitivity. So it's really a two-part question. So maybe the first part is how does the National Service Department, what kind of ways does your team control or manage downtime?
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much for that question. And thanks to you all for attending today. So we know that downtime isn't always avoidable, but there are measures that enterprise has in place to prevent unnecessary delays. So we do take a proactive approach to managing your maintenance. And we do this by, for example, providing maintenance reminders. And we do that via our customer website as well as our mobile application to alert you or your driver when a vehicle on your fleet is due for an oil change. So keeping up with especially that piece of maintenance
is super critical in avoiding powertrain issues, which can lead to excessive downtime if they aren't handled in a timely fashion. Also, our technicians, they're adding services proactively when your vehicle goes into the shop. So for instance, your driver might be there for tires today, but our insight into your maintenance history does allow us to see when something like an oil change or a flush is due in a few miles. And so we'll save your driver the inconvenience of another trip into the shop by adding those items proactively to the current repair order. Another piece that's super important is follow-up, right? Follow-up is important in all aspects of business, but we know, especially for us, it's when your vehicle is down for repair. So our technicians are in contact with the shop throughout diagnostic process to make sure that they're working towards a resolution for you. We're also in touch with you, our client, to make you aware if and when a shop isn't able to perform a certain preventative maintenance for you that day, or if the driver doesn't have time to stay for those additional services. So we're keeping you in the know so that nothing is missed.
Okay, great.
Another cool piece is recall management. Enterprise alerts you when your vehicle is identified by the manufacturer as having a safety concern. So we allow you to make plans with your driver to get those vehicles in and serviced as soon as possible, since there is a safety concern there. And then finally, streamlining approvals is super essential in avoiding downtime that isn't necessary. So we do have an expansive network of preferred vendors who are accustomed to doing business with us, and this makes for a much smoother experience for your drivers, like Danny alluded to before. So these vendors utilize our auto integrate program to communicate with us electronically, and that makes the negotiation process and the approval process that much faster and easier for our shops and for your drivers, which is great. But also our full maintenance program allows for a faster approval process by removing you, the client, from the middle of the repair and allowing our technicians to approve work independently.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. That's all.
Yeah.
So as we think about the current situation that and Natalie, this is a follow-up, that are our country and the world is in right now, we hear the term essential services, right, or essential businesses. And one thing that we're doing, the majority of our clients are in essential businesses, and it's very important for us to manage that downtime. So, thinking about our preferred vendors, do any of them, or do many of them at all, look at fleet over retail as far as preference when it comes to servicing our fleet?
Yeah, so it's kind of exciting. We're seeing a lot of dealerships, especially, really embrace that fleet mentality. So, they've, placed, fleet lanes, we'll call them, to help get fleet vehicles a little bit of prioritization over retail customers to get them in and out and back on the road much faster.
Okay, excellent. And I know a number of you are asking, will a copy of this presentation be available? And the answer is yes. So we will certainly email a link to all attendees, which also includes our Q&A portion here as well. So thanks for that question. So Danny, let's switch over to technology. You talked a little bit about our client website. You talked about some of the features of the mobile application, and we're one of a few fleet management companies, and one of the first that used auto integrate for the repair approval electronic process. So how does enterprise fleet management's technology compare to other programs out there?
That's a great question, Tom. So I think for most of us, we would say that the convenience of our program is what makes us stand out when it comes to technology, right? So we're getting the information that you need to keep your business moving efficiently. We're getting that into your hands in real time as quickly as possible so that you can manage your business while we're managing your fleet. Because we're always looking for ways to keep that downtime to a minimum, right? So all of our clients, as I mentioned, they get access to several different tools, including Auto Integrate, which is, as you mentioned, where we manage our repair orders. That system speeds up the process, it improves efficiencies, and we're able to track everything that happens to your vehicles. We also have our customer website where you can track and monitor repairs and expenses. And it's a fully customizable website where you can move things around, pick out the information that you want to see on a daily basis, so that when you log in, you've got the view that you're looking for and all the information you need to manage your business. And then again, our mobile app. This helps you track expenses our mobile app helps you track services that are due, not expenses, but it'll let your drivers know when when a vehicle's coming due for service. It'll let them know where they can go to get that service. And for some shops, you can even schedule an appointment right through that mobile app. It's really convenient. And like I said, we're always looking for ways to improve downtime, and that's one of the ways that we do it. And again, all this technology is working together with us, with your local account team, with you, to help you prepare, plan, and execute seamlessly when it comes to maintenance and repairs.
Very cool. In fact, I've used that mobile app firsthand. I do have a company car that's on our maintenance program, and I was alerted through the app. Not only was I due for an oil change, shame on me for not getting it done sooner, but also that I had a recall, so I was able to look at the closest Ford dealer, and it gave me turn by turn to get there, knock it all out at once. So good stuff. Okay, let's see here. Who's next? So Dawn, I know Natalie talked earlier that you have 155 ASE certified technicians. So how many employees do you have total on your team? Question one, and number two is, where do you find all of these qualified technicians?
Good question. You're right. We have 150. So the department is right around 250 employees, which is a lot. If I had to break it down, I would say 150 technical employees. We have 50 employees that are dedicated to roadside, and then we have another 50 that are working with our customer service team, as well as our manufacturers, and then throw in a few managers and supervisors, and that makes up the 250 employees. As far as where we get these people, where do we find them? We do a lot of recruiting with technical colleges. So for example, in St. Louis, we actually rent space from Rankin Technical College. They have two different campuses. So we rent space from there. And what has worked out is they have students that would like internships. So we end up hiring them for an internship, and they turn into full-time employees. So that has been a great partnership for us. The second way, as far as recruiting, is word of mouth. It's employee referrals. Once somebody joins the National Service Department, they want all their friends to join as well. So employee referrals is a huge one. And then the third thing would be virtual hiring now. It has opened up our market of sourcing employees. In the past, we were always looking in the St. Louis area, and now we are posting, we are interviewing, we are hiring, and we are training 100% remote, which has now given us a lot more opportunity to hire from different areas.
Okay, very cool. All right, so Tyler, back to you. Questions coming in about the size and scope and range of maintenance support that we offered. So does the NSD maintenance program adapt to various ranges of vehicles, from say small compact units up to heavy equipment or trucks? So how big does the team get up to, and do we have a certified team that goes along with the larger vehicles for maintenance authorizations?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I believe we go up to 28,000 pounds, and we have like Dawn was saying, we have such a diverse background of employees that we've got guys that this is their second career. They spent time at heavy duty truck shops working on these bigger trucks, aftermarket equipment, things of that nature. We also help manage the maintenance to our rental truck division. So we are experienced with larger vehicles. And then, the things that we have at our fingertips as far as looking up labor time and parts pricing, that all goes, it goes across the whole gamut of a little smart car all the way up to a big tractor trailer.
Okay, very cool. And looks like technology seems to be some additional questions here, Danny. So we have a question on that listened to the phone call that said, first of all, are dealers the only one that where we can get the manufacturer information? So really, more importantly, could you talk about the systems that our team uses to identify warranty opportunities. So how did that tech know that there was a 5-year, 100,000 mile warranty on that one Nissan vehicle when it's normally a 560 across the board?
That's a great question too. That's actually one of my favorite topics because I used to work on the team that is our liaisons to the manufacturers. So it's kind of near and dear to my heart. So we have access to the big three and also Toyota and Nissan. So Ford, GM, Chrysler, Toyota, and Nissan. We have direct access to their actual warranty databases so that we can log in and see, we throw in a VIN number and see what has that vehicle had done to it. Are there any open recalls? Are there any service bulletins related to the current repairs we're seeing? So we've got that direct access, and we've also got, we've got people who have worked in those dealerships. You know, they've got experience with that vehicle and that system. So whether it's leaning on somebody's experience or diving into the actual system that manufacturer built for those vehicles, we've got access all around.
Okay, excellent. So Natalie, this is great. Obviously, we are more than just a fleet management company when you look at the enterprise banner, right? So do we partner with the rental division to provide replacement vehicles if we're going to have a unit in for repairs for a long period of time?
Yes, we do. We partner with Enterprise Rent-A-Car, as it happens. So yeah, you have the opportunity to build in a rental option for your drivers into both maintenance management and the full maintenance programs, depending on your needs. So we are able to set your driver up in a rental vehicle at the same time that we're sending a tow out for them, let's say, to go pick them up, or to pick them up from the dealership or whatever shop that they're at. So yeah, we are able to do that simultaneously to help get them back on the road and doing whatever it is that they're doing to help create revenue for you.
Okay. And we know how important tracking mileage is, right? So, and mileage is one of the key factors when looking at the manufacturer recommended interval. So Dawn, how does Enterprise keep track of mileage on our vehicles? And is it only tracked when they go in for service?
It is tracked when it goes in for service, but talking about the technology, we do have the ability for drivers to go in and put their mileage in on a monthly, on a weekly basis so that it is tracked. When it does go in the maintenance system, though, you would be surprised how many times we may see a repair order come over with 00001 for the miles. So although you talk about a repair order having maintenance, that is something that we verify that the mileage is accurate by looking at previous history to make sure that everything's in line and makes sense. So yes, it does come from maintenance, but if you have our WEX program, our fuel program, you're also going to be able to get mileage from that as well.
Okay, great. I had a funny question come through. They want to know if a lot of people want to know if Danny and Tyler are twins, which I thought was great. So, yeah, looking at
that's my brother right there.
Absolutely. So, I tell you, if we could clone them, we certainly would. So they're certainly a great part of the team. So, okay, I know we're up against our time. So last question, Dawn, I'll give you this last question. Would your team be available to do a Zoom meeting on how to navigate around the fleet systems and make sure we understand all the options and what steps that would need to be taken to customize an approval process? So maybe when you're looking at a particular customer, to say, hey, if we want to look at downtime and manage that process. So obviously this would be done on a local basis with an individual client, but can we do something like that?
Absolutely. We work, so the account managers that you have with you today, Natalie, Danny, and Tyler, they're dedicated to specific groups. And so the groups can take advantage of them by setting up calls. We want to talk to the clients. We want to educate the clients, our future clients, as well as the teams that are actually working with us. So we are absolutely available for you to walk you through anything you may need.
Okay, great. I know we still have a lot of questions, but I want to be respectful of everybody's time. So thanks so much for joining us. So Dawn, Tyler, Natalie, Danny, great job. And Dawn, do you want to go ahead and wrap us up here?
Absolutely. I want to make sure that you don't get credit for all the good questions, though, because everybody said, good question, Tom. Keep in mind that those came from people actually watching us today. Had to give you that little dig. Thank you so much, though, for joining us today. We hope that you found the information we talked about beneficial. To our clients that attended, thank you. We appreciate your loyalty. We appreciate your partnership. To our future clients, thank you for showing an interest in enterprise fleet management. And we are excited about the opportunity to work with you and to partner with you and to show you the value we can provide. And to our dedicated local fleet management account teams across North America, thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your ideas with us and continuing to show our clients the value to partner with Enterprise and the National Service Department. We wish you safe and happy holidays. Take care.